This movie's about ghosts, but it has a biblical ending. Uh, it's a personal thing that happened to me. Started out with a card trick, and we started getting all the cards right, one right after another. And then we decided we wanted to get a house the next day. We got a house. Everybody we talked to about the house said, "Oh, I know that house. It's got ghosts in it." I didn't know what to believe before that, but the more people talked, the more I thought, well, maybe there are such a thing as ghosts.
I think people will, hopefully they'll see for the first time what the Bible does say about the dead, and so raise awareness of that sort of thing. I know that in Arkansas in particular, a lot of folk stories about ghosts. In fact, one of the previous productions that I did was a ghost story. So I know that the folklore here is steeped in that sort of a tradition, and in general there are a lot of traditions like that. So I hope people will get that from it, and you know, that there are alternatives to contemporary, Christianity. There are alternatives to what they see as sort of traditional Christianity.
I'm really happy about this little production, and I think it's good. I think it's good to have some things that talk about reality versus local, common, untruth things, and this is certainly something that is a focus for other kinds of media, and it grabs a lot of attention, but in reality it's not true about ghosts and all that stuff. This is a good thing to present.
I think it has impact, and of course I support the message, so overall I like the script.
I like what it's talking about. I like what it's going to do for a lot of people. It's going to show them things that they probably have never heard before. It's probably going to piss a lot of people off because we touch on things that a lot of Christians have real strong beliefs about.
Well, most people think when you die you're floating around in heaven, and that's not what the Bible teaches. It's not what it teaches at all. It says when you're dead, your thoughts perish. When your thoughts perish, that means there's no identity. There's nothing. It also says it's sleep. And that's pretty controversial, since most people think, even, whether they're Christian, non-Christian, Muslim, they all think you're going somewhere, but the Bible says you're dead, you're dead. And there's going to be a day when the dead get up, but not now. Jesus Christ is the only one that's ever gotten up from the dead. So if it's controversial, well, so was Jesus Christ getting up from the dead. So.
Well, I've known David now for, I guess, 10 years or so. When I moved to Little Rock, I met David Weekley. We go to the same Bible fellowship, and he was actually my fellowship coordinator for a period of time. And he asked me to be part of this production because he needed someone that looked sort of Jerry's age. And so I guess I fit that all right.
The part I'm playing is of Dave Weekley, back when he was a young lad or boy or whatever you want to call him.
Keith is one of Dave's good friends. They end up renting a house together, and they have some really weird experiences in this house. And eventually I get into parapsychology and seances and things like that, and become the bad guy basically of the production. So.
The cast I picked from believers, disciples from fellowships around the town, because I knew that they were committed, they would do what they said they were going to do, people that I could depend on. And I knew I'd have to shoot it in a week, because if you stretch it out, things come up and things fall apart. So it's been an all-volunteer production, and every single person that's been involved in this thing was right there with me. It's been a great experience.